number 6, Zach Longford. Batting second, center fielder number 1, Caden Frank. Batting third, the first baseman number 17, Scott Stein. Batting fourth.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. My name is Brian Watson, and I'm joined today by Mr. Austin Imdeck in the booth, and we are here to bring you Heart of Lakes baseball between the visiting Frazee Hornets and the home team on the scoreboard, the Breckenridge Cowboys. Frazee comes into this game at 5-8, and the Cowboys come in at 1-10. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Vaderstad pregame show. Vaderstad, welcome to our world of farm machinery, offering Wilrich, Concord, and Wishick brand machinery. The pregame show is brought to you by Vaderstad. Austin, great day for baseball today.
Beautiful day for baseball. You can't ask for anything much better than this. Sun shining, winds at a minimum. Beautiful.
So it should be a great day for baseball. Hoping to see some good baseball out of the Cowboys. The last game that we did against Holly, they played fairly clean baseball, didn't have a lot of errors, just couldn't pitch and catch and get things done at the plate. But if they can clean it up and get the bats going, they can be competitive today.
Yeah, you saw some promise from the young Cowboy team. You know, you saw some good at-bats. Couldn't really chain them together, but you saw some good at-bats. You saw some good plays in the field, but just not consistently enough changing them together. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep improving on those little things today.
Yeah, Gavin Snyder's going to start on the mound. He pitched the second game against Holly and did a fairly good job. And if he can just put it over the plate and the guys behind him can do their job on defense, we'll see how they can do today.
I believe he only gave up 2 hits in that outing. He really threw pretty well and just wasn't enough plays made behind him, and the bats weren't quite rolling enough either. So if Gavin can put another performance like that together today, I think he'll give the Cowboys a good chance.
Yeah, you got to keep in mind this is a young Cowboy team that has a group of freshmen that are playing. They've got an 8th grader in the lineup, a team that's learning as they go along. And as the season goes on, you hope that they get better and learn with each pitch and each play. And hopefully they'll be able to put it together here tonight. And we'll take a pause here for our national anthem just before we get started. The players are on the field and playing of the national anthem by our PA announcer, Mr. Art Gracco.
Of the national anthem.
And there you have it, our national anthem, as we honor America and those who serve our country both home and abroad. We appreciate all the service that they provide for us. All right, we'll go through our starting lineups. The starting lineups are brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. We'll start with the visiting team. So Frazee will start Zach Longforce. He'll be batting first and playing left field. Batting second will be Caden Frank. He'll be the center fielder, followed by Scott Syme. He's a first baseman. And then our pitcher, Mark Jarashevsky. The catcher will be batting fifth, Kale Oshak, followed by Derek Zito, who's playing third base, or Zitzo. And the shortstop is Gage Post. And Wiley Bachman is the second baseman. And batting ninth will be the right fielder, Max Rue. And for the home team on the scoreboard, playing center field and batting first will be Cam Nito. The pitcher is Gavin Schneider, followed by Colin Roberts, who's playing shortstop. Joey Konzimas is at second base. Dallin Ernst is at first base. Jackson Riggs is out in left field. Alex Sanchez, who's been out with injury and finally back in the lineup, he is out in right field. Trey Vogelbach will be playing third base today, and catching is Paul Armitage. Again, our starting lineups are brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. So a great day for baseball. Wind blowing just a tish in, we'll call it, and a nice 68 degrees. A little bit warmer than the last time over here.
Yeah, very comfortable today. Got a little chilly last time.
So leading off for the Hornets will be Zach Longforce. And pitching for the Cowboys will be Gavin Schneider.
Let's see if Gavin can start this tone right away here. Pop in the zone with a strike, working it early and often. Let's see how it goes for the Cowboys today.
And Schneider ready, Armitage ready to receive. And the first pitch at 4:02 and is a ball low and away. So not quite the way you want to get started, but just got to get settled down and throw strikes.
Yeah, a little short arm from Gavin there. Take a deep breath. That one looked a little better. Still a little outside yet.
Yeah, Gavin doesn't waste a lot of time out there on the mound, likes to rock and fire. And that one catches the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Scoreboard's not working today, so we'll try and do our best to keep up here. And another strike there by Schneider. Nice looking pitch there.
Yeah, painting that corner, it was right around. Evens it up here.
That one a little high and inside. Bounces out the glove of Armitage. And the count's full now.
Good pitch there. You know, last game we were talking about 2-2 counts, throwing your best pitch, and he was trying to get him to chase a high fastball there. Mixed up his cadence. He held it a little longer.
There's a fastball down the middle. That one's hit out to left field, and that one's going to be out of play. So a hard hit ball. That one goes out of play. Still keep his bat alive here, Longforce. Longforce playing left field today. That one inside, and that'll send the first batter down to first base and the base on balls. Got to try and limit those base runners for the Cowboys. We saw in the game against Hawley, like I said, they didn't have a lot of errors, but they had some innings that got extended, a couple pass balls that got by, and they'll just have to clean it up here between pitcher and catcher.
We talked about the mental errors so often. You know, that was one of the things too. Just maybe not an error in the scorebook, but could have minimized certain situations.
And they check Longforce back at first base. And we saw Hawley be aggressive on the bases. Let's see what Frazee does here with the leadoff runner on. Nice day for baseball. Haven't had many of those.
No. There's a nice pitch.
Nice pitch there. You got a 1-1.
0-1.
So this is Caden Frank at the plate, center fielder. When it's a little outside, that pops out Armitage's gloves, and Longforce will make his way over to second base. And that's a little bit of what we saw against Hawley. Those little errors that allow the runners to get that extra base, that inning to be extended. And now the Hornets with the runner in scoring position. That's Longforce at second. And that one hit up the middle of the second base. Konzimas will try and corral it and bobbles it and unable to make the play. So Frank reaches on the air.
Up next, your first baseman, number 17, Scott Simon.
And now runners at the corners for the Hornets. So Longforce at third and Frank at first. And Scott Simon, the first baseman, will be up for the Hornets.
And here we find the Cowboys in an early first and third situation here. A lot of times Frazee, the offense will put something on here.
And that pitch outside, foul tip, and that'll be strike one.
One thing that Coach Kevin Heidemann is all about is always going from the stretch. You see that Snyder, even batter one, he's pitching from the stretch. There's never a windup, so pitchers are comfortable going from the stretch at all times.
And the runner goes, and no throw. And they'll let Frank go over to second on the stolen base and protect the run. So 0-2 now.
Ooh.
Time called. That was a good pitch, too.
A late time call. Gavin held real long there. I like how he's switching up his cadence. You know, long hold, short hold. Rewarding at the time there was debatable.
Umpire Rick Martinson behind the plate and Roy King on the bases today. A swing and a miss there. Nice pitch.
Comes back to not matter. Good at bat from Gavin there.
Get the first out.
Now batting your pitcher, number 11, Mark Jaroszewski.
So Syme strikes out, and now Jaroszewski will come up the pitcher. So pitcher against pitcher here. 1 out. Runners at second and third. That one just low and outside.
Good teaser from Gavin there on the first pitch. Runners on second and third. You don't want to lay one in there for the cleanup hitter.
And that one upstairs, and that one misses.
Now he's got some work to do.
So 2-0. Snyder starts behind here to Jaroszewski. 1 out. Runners at second and third. And that one catches the outside corner. Nice pitch there, Peyton the Black. So 2-1 now. Long fours at third and Frank at second. Snyder tried to bloop one in there, and that'll be ball 3.
Yeah, got to find that release point of the curveball there. It's a situation where your grip, you're letting go too early, and it just kind of floats up there.
The fastball right down the middle and gets Jaroszewski swinging there for the second strike. Count full. Snyder trying to work his way back after being behind. Again, runners at second and third. Snyder throws. That one's going to be inside, and that'll send Jaroszewski down the first base. Now the base is loaded. 1 out, and we saw the Cowboys in this situation quite a bit against Holly, able to work their way out of it a couple times, and they'll certainly have to do some work here.
Yeah, it's one of those situations, again, where first base was open. It's not, I don't really ever want to walk somebody, but not a bad option to walk the cleanup batter there. Now you got to force in every option here. Now the defense needs to execute.
Snyder to the catcher, Kale Olshock, and he sends that out in the left field. Long fours will score, and we'll see what Frank does, and he holds up. So the Hornets will get just 1 there on the single by Olshock.
Coming to the plate, your third baseman, number 10, Derek Zitzo.
So that'll bring up Derek Zitzo, the third baseman, as the Hornets get on the board first.
Good piece of hitting from Olshock there. Jumps on a first pitch.
Courtesy running for the Hornets.
But Riggs is ready out there in left field for that. If that runner on third, if Frank would have decided to send her home, he would have been awaited by a ball from Armitage there. Riggs threw a strike.
Get my scoreboard fixed here.
You're the only scoreboard we got today, Brian.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to switch these around here. I got the colors right, as Frazee's in green and the Cowboys are in white, but forgot to put them at the top of the inning. So Zitza will come up, third baseman here. Bases loaded, and that one's going to be fouled away, and strike 1.
Always important. Get ahead in these counts. Put that hitter at a disadvantage right away.
Snyder looks comfortable out there. Like you said, he's doing a good job of mixing it up, going quick and holding it a little bit. That's just a little blooper back to second. And Kazemius gets there and makes the throw to first to Ernst and gets the second out. But the run will score, and that's Franks that scores from third.
Now batting your shortstop,
And
14.
Jaroszewski will
Post.
go over to third. Oshak goes over to second, and Zitzow's out on the fielder's choice.
Nice play by Joey Konzemius there. A lot tougher play than what it looks like. That ball has a lot of English coming off the end of the bat like that. And when it hits that first bounce on the dirt, it can spin any way. He did a good job pouncing on it and getting it out of the glove quickly.
Just with as little as damage as possible there, just to give up the 1 run. And this is Gage Post swinging and missing there. And 1-1 there.
1-1. Got 2 outs. Plays at first base here for the Cowboy infield.
And that one fouled back. So 1-2 now to Post. Post playing shortstop today. Got runners at second and third, 2 out. As the Cowboys were in a bit of a jam with bases loaded early in the first inning.
Ooh, that was a dandy of a curveball.
Just missed on the outside there to the lefty.
Backdoor curveball, we call that.
Count
Opposite
goes-
side of the hitter.
Count goes to 2-2. That one down inside, back to the pitcher, and that's going to be fouled just in front of the plate there.
Well, the last game against Hawley, Brian, we had a left-handed hitting catcher, which is odd. And now we have a left-handed hitting shortstop, which is also fairly odd. I feel like we're seeing more and more of that today, though.
The lefties, they like to get that little head start. Little cheaters out there.
Yep.
Now the drive to right field. Sanchez trying to get under it, and that one drops out of play, and everybody will go back to the start.
It was almost as if Sanchez didn't get his eyes on that one. He was kind of jogging after it, not sure where to go. There's a lot of clouds in the sky. Could be a tough sky to see for an outfielder today.
Yeah, he's nursing a foot injury, so we'll see how he does out there trying to track things down. So that one gets by Armitage, and that'll score a run. So Jaroszewski comes in, and Oshak will go over the third. And that's kind of sort of been the issue.
Yeah, there you could just see Snyder tried to overthrow that one, and it ends up in the the glove side box down in the dirt, typical of an overthrow. Trying to rear back and gas it up for the strikeout.
And another one gets by, and that one will bring in Oshak. So now 4 runs in this inning for Frazee. And Post will make his way down to first on the pass ball. So Wiley Bachman will come up. Wiley playing second base today for the Hornets. And the Cowboys need to try and get themselves out of the inning here without too much more damage. And they check Post back at first.
Yeah, making it difficult for themselves early on here. Pass balls, getting behind in the count.
We talked about them playing, clean baseball. And that one just chin high for the first ball. Back to Bachman. And that one hits straight in the air, and that'll fall out of play. So 1-1 now to Bachman. Gage Post at first base, and 2 out. Pitch down the middle, hit back to short, and that's going to get by Roberts. And Post will hold up at second as the ball gets passed on the throw in, and now Post will go over to third, and Bachman will make his way over to second. So a miscue there. That allows their runners to advance, and now runners at second and third.
Now batting your right fielder, number 5, Max Rue.
And that's going to bring up the right fielder, Max Rue. So again, Cowboys unable to get out of the inning there. Needed to hold the runners at first and second and give themselves a shot. Now first base will be open, no force there.
And that's what we're talking about, limiting the damage there. Without that throw, yes, it looks tempting. Could have backpicked him there potentially. But if you just hit your cut, leave the runners at first and second, now you got to force at all 3 bags. And life's a lot easier as a defense.
And that one catches the outside corner.
And now you got two runners in scoring position. And your only play is at first.
That one fouled away, so 2 strikes there. Got to try and keep this ball on the ground or get a strikeout here, get out of this inning. That one just low.
Good 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Try to get him chasing. Good block by Armitage. That's the baseball we want to see here the rest of the day. That's good baseball.
Yeah, if they can keep it clean there, keep that ball in front of them, they can keep themselves in the game. And that one, a high curveball. 1-2 count. Now 2-2.
Will he come back with it 3 times is the question. Usually not.
And that one outside, trying to get him to chase, and that fills up the count. Runners will be going. Runners at second and third. 4-0 in favor of the Hornets here. And just waited on that a little too much, and that one's fouled away. And they'll go at it again here.
Snyder's got to trust the defense here. Give him something he can hit.
Just got inside, and that's going to bring another run in. Bachman will go to third, and Rue will go to first on the walk. A tough one there. That's what we're saying. They've got to get out of the inning, give themselves a chance, get that ball in play, and get that third out. So now they allow the run, and now 5-0 in favor of the Hornets. Runner goes. Throw by Armitage just short. And Rue will make his way over to second. So now runners at second and third. Bachman at third, Rue at second. And this is back to the top of the order for Longforce. And that one catches him on the foot, and he will go down to first base.
Your center fielder,
That's his second hit by pitch this inning.
Right.
So the Hornets have batted around here, and Coach Heidemann is going to go out and talk to Snyder, and that is going to be a mound visit for us. And our mound visit is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wapton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Carlson Family Insurance, our mound visit sponsor. So just a quick chat to try and settle things down here in the first inning and see if the Cowboys can get this third out and get themselves out of the inning. Bases loaded again, second time in the inning. Bachman at third, Rue at second, Longforce at first, and Caden Frank at the plate for the second time in this inning. And that one on the outside corner. Nice pitch there, good start. Keep it rolling here.
Coach Heidemann did his job there, settling down the team.
And that one gets past Armitage, and that's going to score Bachman. And the runners will advance. So Rue will go over to third. Longforce goes over to second.
That might have been the old announcer jinx right there.
That might have done it there. We'll call you Joe Schreiner on that one. So now 6 runs in this inning. And another one that gets past, and that will bring in Rue. And Longforce will go over to third, and Coach Heidemann will come out again for a mound visit. And I think he might make a change at catcher here. And this mound visit again is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wapton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. Coach, what you have to make a change here, and you have to try and keep the confidence of the young catcher, but something that just a switch has to be made here.
Yeah, you try to limit the damage. Like you said, you try to keep the confidence up at the same time. It's tough. This Cowboys team's gone through their growing pains this year. They're going to continue to experience a little bit more, but hopefully you can, take a good learned lesson from it and use it to, push yourself to get better. And that's at the end of the day what it's going to take. But
so for the Cowboys, Riggs will come in to catch. Is that a straight swap? Where did Riggs go? Where did Armitage go, sorry?
He's going out, but Griffin Bussey will be batting his order. Griffin Bussey's in left field.
And Griffin Bussey will go out to left field. So Riggs will come in from left field to catch. And Griffin Bussey will go out to left field for the Cowboys. And Bussey will bat in Armitage's place. I'll make the change here. Number 4. And Riggs will catch now. Okay. Let's take a quick break here and come back as Armitage, or as Riggs gets his warm up in. So we'll take a quick break and come back right after this.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Austin Imdeck, bringing you Heart of Lakes baseball. The Breckenridge Cowboys versus the Frazee Hornets. And we have a new catcher, Jackson Riggs, coming in from left field. And he will take over for Paul Armitage. And Griffin Bussey goes out to left field. So Snyder now pitching to Caden Frank. And that one's going to be down the third baseline, and trying to run it down there is Vogelbacher, and that one just out of his reach.
good hustle from the freshman.
Nice hustle there.
Trey Vogelbacher. We've seen him play left field, playing a little third base today.
And that brings the count. You got 1-2?
I got 1-2.
1-2. That one outside.
There's that backdoor curveball again. I really like that pitch. He's going to get these guys to start biting on that one. So that's a good, solid pitch. Snyder's been snapping over so far.
And that one comes right back at us and just over the press box. Let's start bringing my glove.
Yeah, you know, we said that last game, and then we failed to do so again today here. So
I'd have to try and find my glove. That would be the problem. And swing and miss, and that's the third out. So Caden Frank will go down swinging, and Gavin Snyder gets out of the inning. And the Cowboys will retire the side after giving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs in that inning.
Had 7 runs on 2 hits and 1 left on base.
So 2 hits, and then they left 1 on base. And we will be back after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Austin Imdeck, bringing you Heart of Lakes Baseball live here from Cowboy Field. The Frazee Hornets get a bunch in the top of the first inning, 7 runs, and we'll see now here if the Cowboys can bounce back here in the bottom half of the inning and get things going with their bats. So Cam Needle will lead off, and Jarzewski will be on the mound for the Hornets.
Sorry about that, Brian. But in between innings, I could hear Coach Heidemann saying, be smart on the base paths. Don't try to do too much. It's one run at a time. It's a good philosophy. You can't hit a 7-run home run, so you got to chain them together and get a bunch of singles together and see what you can do.
And that one inside and hits Cam Needle, and Needle will make his way down the first base. And we say in basketball that you got to play the game like the score is 0-0. Same thing here. Score is 0-0. It's one pitch at a time. You just got to go out there and just play, one pitch at a time, and try and get things done. You're not going to get it all back at once.
Absolutely. It's a 7-inning game for a reason. It may not feel like it, but it's still the bottom of the first here. So we got time.
Now this is Gavin Snyder, who will try and help himself out here. Jarzewski checks over at first base for Needle. Needle goes. That ball hit up the middle, out to center field, and back, and that is caught by Caden Frank. Frank doing a good job of tracking that one down.
Yeah, for Snyder not being the biggest fella on the field, he gave that one a ride. Center fielder was retreating, had to make a pretty good play on that ball to reel it in. He did so, robbing Snyder of a extra base hit, potentially.
And I think the wind's blowing just a tish in, and Frank doing a good job of running that one down. Had to reach back to get that one. As Jarzewski checks back Nito, who's at first base. And now Colin Roberts at the plate for the Cowboys. Colin playing shortstop today. Jarzewski looks over at first again and then steps off the rubber.
Needle will have that effect on you at first base. Excellent base stealer.
Well, he was going on the hit and run, and they will certainly want to keep those wheels checked back as they throw over to first. He's one guy that you want to keep honest over there, Cam Needle. Got a decent lead. Now one hit hard over the shortstop's head. And Longforce will corral that in and get it in. And Roberts will slide into second.
These seniors are picking up their coach. They said, be good on the base path, and that was a good heads-up play by Roberts. They saw them lining up the cut to 3, and he takes second base because of it. A good heads-up baseball from Roberts.
So a good job there, good job of hitting that ball. A nice base hit to left field, and Roberts able to make his way to second, stretch it out into a double on the throw in. So now Joey Kanzemi is second baseman for the Cowboys at the plate. Jarzewski with the pitch, and that's low and inside. So ball 1 to Kanzemius. So Breckenridge with two runners in scoring position here, bottom of the first inning, trying to get some of those 7 runs back. And that one high.
Unlike the Breckenridge pitchers, we see Frazee's pitcher going from the windup here now. So Roberts can get a big secondary lead from second base and score on a base hit to the outfield quite easily.
Ooh. 3-0 now. That one, umpire a little indecisive there. So Kazemius will wait here unless it's really good. And that one inside, and he'll make his way down to first base. And now the Cowboys have loaded up the bases.
Up next, your first baseman, number 17, Dallin Ernst.
So the Hornets had the bases loaded a couple times in the top of the first, and now the Cowboys have them loaded here in the bottom of the first for Dallin Ernst. Dallin Ernst, the first baseman here, and see if he can get the job done. So 1 out, bases loaded. That one right down the middle, kind of a blooper out to right field, tailing away, and that one drops. Rue not able to run it down. Runners had the hold. Needle will score. Here comes Roberts. Roberts comes in to score as well. So a slicing ball out to right field that Max Rue was not able to track down, scores Nito, and will also score Roberts, who came in from second. Kazemius will move over to third, and Ernst will stay at first.
And good. That was good base running. Ernst couldn't go because Kazemius had to watch that ball down before he could advance to second, and Ernst didn't want to risk it and stayed at first. It was a wise decision, very good decision, good base running. That ball really was slicing away from that right fielder. That had a lot of slicing action on it. Found some green out there.
Just right in the right spot, tailing away. A good job of hitting there, going opposite by Dallin Ernst, and he brings in 2 runs.
That wind blowing in, I think, kind of helped it slice.
So Jarzewski steps off the rubber, checks both runners. Kazemius at third, Ernst at first. 1 out. Cowboys have scored 2 runs in this inning, and that one hit back up the middle by Riggs.
Hit very hard.
And hit hard, and that'll get by, and that'll be a base hit, and that'll also score a run. So Riggs will get the RBI. And Ernst will go over to second. And now the Cowboys got things going here in the bottom of the first inning. We talked about it. If they could get the bats going and just play clean baseball, they could certainly put marks on the board, and they've got 3 already here to cut into that lead.
Absolutely. They're doing exactly in how you would draw it up, coming back from a 7-run deficit after the first half inning. It's doing exactly what they want to do.
And we got a mound visit here. The mound visit is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, located 2nd Avenue in downtown Wapton. Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. So now the Hornets have to have a little discussion out here and see if they can regroup and see if Jarzewski can settle down. But really, the Cowboys just doing a good job of hitting right now here in the bottom of the first inning, Coach.
Yeah, a wise mound visit from Frazee's manager here. And I'm looking at my score sheet. They've only thrown 15 pitches, but Breckenridge is jumping on those first pitches of the at-bat and finding good ones to hit.
So now this will be Sanchez, the right fielder for the Cowboys. Sanchez been out with injury and now back in the lineup here the last couple of games.
Oh, this isn't like the majors. You don't get a nice little rehab assignment before you get to the big show here. And you can see that curveball. It looks like he hadn't seen one in a little while.
Yeah, nice breaking ball there for the first strike.
That is it's got a lot of break on that curveball.
Runners at first and second. That one stays inside as Sanchez backs away. Riggs at first, Ernst at second. 1 out for the Cowboys. They've scored 3 runs here in this inning. As Frazee scored 7 in the top half. So just trying to cut into this lead 1 run at a time. And that one high and outside. That'll take the count to 2-1. Frazee in the green uniforms with the white pants, green hat, and the Cowboys in all white with the green letters. And that one fouled out. And that one hit the Frazee bus. And looks like the windows are good, so they'll still be able to make it home. So 2-2 now, the count here to Sanchez. Ernst at second. Riggs at first. Jarzewski delivers, and that one is high. Good eye there, and that'll fill up the count.
He came back with that curveball, but that one didn't have as much break and left it high.
And that one low and away, and that will load the bases again. So just as the Hornets did in the first inning, loading the bases a couple times, now the Cowboys have loaded it for the second time here in the bottom of the inning.
Yeah, good at bat. Sanchez, bails out on a first pitch curveball that came across for a strike, but then battled himself back, fouled off a pitch, had a good eye, sees himself on first base. In my book, he's 1 for 1 coming back from injury.
Just got to get on base. Ducks on the pond, as they say. So Trey Vogelbacher will come up, and got another mound visit here for the Hornets. I think they just want to get everybody on the same page, but now it looks like, no, they're going to make a change as he takes the ball away from Jarzewski, and that's going to be a call to the pin. And our call to the pin sponsor is OSPTI, your therapy clinic of choice with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and, of course, right here in our hometown of Breckenridge. So the Hornets will make a switch, and we will take a break, and we'll come back in just a minute right after this here on Three Borders Sports Network.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Since the inception of Vatterstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
All right, we're back here on Three Borders Sports Network, and while we were away, there was a pitching change, and we missed the first pitch there by Derek Zitzo, and that was a pass ball, and that ended up scoring Dallin Ernst, and that moved Jackson Riggs over to third and Alex Sanchez to second. And the count here now 1-1 after that. That ball goes out of play to Trey Vogelbacher. So the Cowboys getting themselves back in now with 4 runs. I'll fix the scoreboard here. Now one hit back to the pitcher, and the runners will stay. And that'll be that'll be the second out of the inning.
Just got in on him a little quicker than he assumed. Just get on in the hands, inside part of that barrel.
So on the pitching change for the Hornets, Zitzo will pitch. Jarzewski went over the first, and Scott Sim now moves over the third. And now runners at second and third for the Cowboys. Riggs over at third, Sanchez at second, and Armitage at the plate. And that one hit hard down the first base line, and that'll be out of play. And now 1-1 here to Armitage.
Zitzau's got some zip on that fastball. Got some good movement, got some velocity.
A little heat on that thing.
You see Bussey being a little late on that one, pushing her down the first base line. See if he can make the adjustment here.
Oh, that's right. It's Bussey who came in for Armitage. So Griffin Bussey at the plate. He's out in center field now. And that ball hit down the line again a little bit late, and that'll be foul. And now 1-2 to Bussey.
And that pitch was on the inside half of the plate, so Bussey is definitely late. He's got to figure out a way to get those hands through the zone, but also be aware of a breaking ball here now, some off speed.
Like to get this one in play and get at least another run here in the bottom of the first. And that one outside, and a good job by Olshak there, Kale Olshak, with a good snag to keep that one in front of him. Nice play by the catcher.
And this is where the mental part of the baseball game comes into play. If you're Bussey here, you got to realize, okay, it's 2-2. I'm the 9 hitter. He's probably coming at me. So you got to find a pitch that you can do something with.
He reaches for that one, and that one fouled back into the fence.
Staying alive.
And keeps his hopes alive there. 2-2 the count. And Zitzel trying to work his way out of the inning here. Came in for Jaroszewski, trying to finish up this inning. And that one down the middle, a chopper back to Zitzel, and he'll throw that over to Jaroszewski, and they'll get themselves out of the inning. But not after the Cowboys get 4. They leave 2. Now 7-4 in favor of the Hornets on the Farmers Union Insurance Scorebook, brought to you by Kyle DeVries. And we'll be back right after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck. Welcome back to the Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Austin Emdeck, bringing you action here from Cowboy Field. Frazee Hornets visiting the Breckenridge Cowboys. And the Hornets jumped out to a quick 7-0 lead, and then the Cowboys come back and give 4 of their own, and still were threatening just before they got out of the inning. So 7-4 here, top of the second inning. The Hornets were able to bat around in that first inning, and now Scott Syme will be up to bat here to start off the second inning.
Unfortunate Breckenridge leaves 2 in scoring position there, but it's about all you can ask for. You dug yourself a big hole, but you chip away right away, score 4 runs. So that was good. Caught me sleeping in between innings there. Art was giving his plug to the concession stand, and I was watching the hoopla over there and caught me sleeping coming back from break.
Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. That's what happens every once in a while. I know what it's like sitting in that seat. So there's a first pitch strike there by Gavin Schneider to Scott Syme to start off the inning.
That's huge. I've talked about that a lot on air here now. That's really important.
Tried to get him to chase there, that one outside.
2 pitches into his first at-bat of the second inning. He's at 50 pitches already. He's at high school, Minnesota State High School League pitch count. Is going to play a role here.
Let's see if he can work himself out, have some quick innings here and save some of those pitches. And that one catches the outside corner. 1-2 here to Syme. Like we said, if the Cowboys can get the ball in play, their defense can get the job done. They don't make a lot of errors. It's just been a couple of those pass balls at the wrong time that has allowed the innings to stay alive and some runs to score in that first inning.
Yeah, we see some defensive switches for the Cowboys. See if they'll bear any fruit.
2-2 here to Syme.
Good
and
pitch.
That one, the outside corner, and Syme just looks at it. And that will be the third strikeout for Gavin Schneider. So that's big, getting the first one. And now The starting pitcher for the Hornets, who has moved over to first base, Mark Jarzewski, will come up to face Snyder.
That curveball seemed to have a little extra bite on it, didn't it, Brian? That thing had some serious break.
Just a little hook there and catching the corner, and there he is working the black again.
Now Snyder's cruising. He's feeling good. You can see it out there. You can see it in his body language.
Got the confidence rolling, and we saw that against Holly where he did a good job in that second game. And a swing and a miss on the outside there to Jarzewski. So way ahead now, 0-2. Snyder trying to put it on cruise control a little bit now. That one down the middle and fouled back.
Yeah, he's got to be careful giving up that pitch on an 0-2 count. That was the hitter's going to want that one back. He's going to have nightmares about that one.
See if he can give him something to chase here. And that one's fouled straight up and back to the fence as Riggs tries to chase it down and unable to come down with it. Good hustle there by Riggs.
You know, when I was young, you'd always hear, throw that mask off. And with these new hockey-style masks, some people tend to leave them on. And that's what Riggs did there. And I guess it's all personal choice, but for me as a spectator, it's just odd to see. You
got to wonder if he can find it soon enough to be able to track it down. He's just a little bit late on that one.
Yeah.
And that one's hit out to center field. Nito will try and track it down, and he's able to crab that one in for the second out. So
I said it last game, but Nito is just an absolute natural out there. If the ball's hit in his vicinity, you just feel, okay, that's an out. You know, he's going to make that play, and it's just so nice to have that out of a center fielder. Gives you so much confidence as a pitcher on the mound, too.
And he can just cover a lot of ground. You know, it does. If anything in the gap, he has a chance to run that thing down. This is Kale Oshak now at the plate, the catcher. And Gavin Snyder trying to go 1-2-3 in this inning. And that one just away and in the dirt.
There he comes back to the zone. See if Snyder, we've seen him working that outside half. And let's see if he can start working some pitches inside and getting batters off balance here. He's going to be a tough hit.
And that one down the middle, too. So now ahead, 1-2 the count to Oshak. Snyder trying to make this a quick inning and save a couple of those pitches.
He's doing a really good job of locating that breaking pitch right now.
That one hit to short. And Roberts will make the throw over to Ernst, and not in time. Just a slow roller up to short, and Colin Roberts not able to make the throw in time.
Had a little bit of a double clutch coming out of the glove there, but Oshak really got down the line quick there.
Yeah, good wheels there. And George Flynn will come in to courtesy run for Oshak as he'll come back in and get the gear on.
Courtesy running for the Hornets.
I know there's 2 outs and I get the courtesy runner, but if I'm Oshak, I'm saying, hey, coach, didn't you just see me beat out that infield single? Let me swipe second and score on a base hit here. Come on.
You see my wheels, coach? Come on now. So this is Zitzow, the pitcher now. Zitzow started at third, came in relief, and now Flynn at first base, courtesy running for Oshak.
The first pitch missed inside, but I don't mind that from Snyder there. I like that, just making the hitters, think, hey, he's actually willing to come in here. A lot of times in high school you'll see pitchers just outside, and then those hitters can just start kind of banking on that and not have to worry about protecting that inside half and be aggressive.
Come to the plate there after checking back. That's going to roll foul. Just rolled foul there down the line. And Flynn will have to come back. And now 1-2 to Zitzow. Snyder looks over to first. Comes home with it. And Riggs will dig that one out of the dirt. And now 2-1 to Zitzow. That one inside, and that's going to fall in left center. Nito will come in to get it, and Flynn will make his way all the way around to third base. And a good job of hitting there by Zitzo. And he's at first base. And there's another case where, you know, Snyder was rolling there, had a chance to go 1-2-3, and the inning gets extended a little bit now. And here the Hornets have a runner in scoring position. Runners at the corners. George Flynn, courtesy running now at third base, and Zitzo at first. And this will be Gage Post, the shortstop, the lefty, up to bat here for the Hornets now.
And I hope the young players on this Breckenridge roster are noticing that last play.
And that one up the middle, and that's going to make it right up the gap. And that'll bring in Flynn, who will score. And that'll take Zitzo over to second. And a nice job of hitting there by Post as it goes right back up the hole and bounces straight over second base. And a base hit for Post and an RBI as well.
Good piece of hitting from Post. But to finish that last thought, Nito, you could see his thought process. He was thinking about zipping that thing to third to try to get that runner, but he thought twice of it and hit his cutoff man. It kept that force at first base, which can be so important at times, limiting that extra 90 feet at a time. So a good heads-up play from Nito in center field, and hopefully the younger players are taking note.
Don't forget, folks.
Hold those runners at first and second. Now you got a first in any bag.
They'll have a treat for you.
So anything on the ground here is good. And that curveball just hangs inside there.
See if Snyder can get ahead in the count here again. Got it evened up 1-1.
So this is Wiley Bachman at the plate. Post at first. Zitzo at second. And 2 out here in just the top of the second. Snyder delivers. That's hit up the short. And Roberts will throw over the first. And that will be the third out of the inning. So they get themselves out of the inning. However, they give up 1. And the Hornets leave 2. And now the score 8-4 in favor of the Hornets. And we'll be back right after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Three Rivers Crisis Center is offering support to survivors of domestic violence, sexual violence, and child abuse in Richland County for now over 25 years. It's free and strictly confidential. 24/7 access to support and resources including counseling. Get help, identify abuse, plan for safety, support others, and get involved. Three Rivers Crisis Center's 24-hour crisis line is 701-642-2115. Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Austin Emdeck here, Cowboy Field, bringing you Heart of Lakes baseball, Minnesota high school baseball. The Frazee Hornets now lead here in the bottom of the second, 8-4 over the Breckenridge Cowboys. I'd like to thank our sponsors, our pregame show sponsor, Vaderstad. Starting lineups are brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Our scoreboard is sponsored by Farmers Union Insurance and Kyle DeVries. Mound visits, Carlson Family Insurance over there in Wahpeton. Our call to the pin sponsor is OSPTI. Our postgame sponsor, postgame will be brought to you by Mindak Farmers Cooperative. And then we also have our general sponsors, Wahpeton Daily News, Red River Human Services, the City of Wahpeton, Three Rivers Crisis Center, and of course Grippers Sports, located in downtown Wahpeton. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for their support and help. They allow us to bring our content to you on Three Borders Sports Network free of charge to our viewers, and we appreciate their support. So let's see if the Cowboys can get things going here again in the bottom of the second inning, as they were able to get 4 back in the bottom of the first. And now Zitzo on the mound here for the Hornets, and this is Nito at the plate for the Cowboys. And that one hit right back up the middle, and that one gets by Bachman. Tried to backhand it. That one hit hard, and Nito will make his way down the first.
Everything Nito does, he does hard. He carries the football hard. He plays
Yeah, he
center
does.
field hard.
Yeah, he does.
He plays defense on the hardwood very hard.
Let's see.
Just love the way he goes about it.
He just goes after it. His own little version there, Charlie Hustle.
That's right. Want to put a wager on him swiping second base
I think
here?
he's going. There he goes. And the throw is just a little bit wide, and Nito's going to slide in there easily. So Nito makes his way over to second, and Snyder is at the plate, and the count's going to be 0-1 or 1-0 to him. So Nito now in scoring position, and see if Snyder can make his way to base here. He flew out to center field his first time at bat.
Really gave that ball a ride, though, out to center field. He got into it. The center fielder had to retreat towards the fence to get to that one. We'll see if he can find a gap this time.
Now one high and inside, so 2-0 now the count. Nito takes his lead at second. Zitzo will check him and come home. Now one inside on the hands, able to fight it off, and that's going to come right back to the pitcher, and Zitzo will bring that one over the first for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, your shortstop, number 11, Colin Roberts.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Colin Roberts. Nito still at second here. Now we saw Breckenridge get the first two outs quickly in the top of the second, and then the Hornets way will go to work. Let's see if the Cowboys can return the favor here with one out. And that pitch just misses. 1-0 here to Roberts. Roberts hit one deep to left field and able to get in to second for a double. His first time at bat. Swing and miss there, 1-1 the count.
He had the same intentions on that swing. Wanted to give that ball a ride. Roberts more of a pull hitter.
And that first hit that he had, he certainly pulled that one out to left field. Zitzo. That one gets away. Past Olshak, and Nito will go over to third. And now Nito in scoring position for sure here.
And always a lot easier said than done, but this is a classic situation where Roberts doesn't need to do too much. Just got to punch that ball anywhere out on the green to score Nito here and keep the rally going and find himself on base as well.
2-1. That one down the middle to even the count at 2-2.
A lot of times as coaches we talk about body language, and it doesn't just talk, it screams, right? And you could see Colin there thinking, oh, I wish I would have pulled the trigger there.
I would have pulled the trigger on that one. Zitzo. That one inside on the hands and swing and miss there by Colin Roberts. A little high and inside. And Colin will have to go sit down. So 2 out now on the strikeout.
Your second baseman, number 6, Joey.
And like we said earlier, Zitzo's got a little snap on that fastball. Got some good two-seam movement working in on the right-handed hitters, and it's got the velocity too.
So now Konzemius will come up, second baseman for the Cowboys. Nito still at third. And see if the Cowboys can get things going with 2 outs and that first pitch strike to Konzemius. Good things happen with 2 outs, right, Coach?
Absolutely. Just got to stay within yourself. Don't try to do too much. Same deal here. Any green is good here for Joey. He's got to find a way to get it out there. Battle. Having at bat here.
Just got to find the open area, and Nito will be able to score. That one inside and pulled foul. I think I'm going to go with 7-iron here. That one low and pulled just left.
And I think Coach Heidemann gave it the old college try over there, but I don't think he really had full intentions of getting a palm on that one.
He's trying to save himself, I think, for the Bucks games. That one's going to be fouled back. 1-2 now still to Kazemius. Trying to keep this inning going, see if they can stretch out an inning and bring in another run. 8-4 in favor of the Hornets. That one outside. That one gets past Oshak, and that's going to allow Needle to score. So there's the run. Again, same thing that happened to Cowboys in the top of the second, and now here they get the same thing back and able to sneak in a run to get one more on the board and close the lead now 8-5.
That's right. Very important for the Cowboys to get that run across here. And just got to keep chipping away at each and every inning, and they're doing that just now. But now it's time to get greedy. Let's get on base yet, Joey.
Got to extend this inning. And that one high and outside. Now full count here to Kazemius. Expecting fastball here. And inside. And a nice at-bat there by Joey Kazemius and able to draw the walk and keep the inning going.
Your first baseman, number 17, Colin Roberts.
Very good veteran at-bat from Joey Kazemius there. Doesn't always have to be a base hit.
Nope,
Walks are great.
There's your walk. And that'll extend the inning, and now Dallin Ernst will come up. Dallin hit a slicer to right field that brought in a couple of runs. And see if he can have another nice at-bat here. That one high.
See if Dallin can take advantage of the pitcher's velocity here and see how far he can hit this basketball. Maybe yell 4 at those tracksters jumping in the background out there in left center field.
Send one out by the goalpost there.
We've seen the strength. We've seen the speed and quickness on the football field.
That one high and inside again. So 2-0 now. Ernst ahead in the count. Kazemius at first after drawing a walk. And Needle has already scored in this inning. They'll check Kazemius back to first. Zitzo keeping Kazemius honest over there at first base. And Ernst will step in. Zitzo delivers a strike right down the middle.
Ernst was taken all the way on that one.
So 2-1 to count now. Ernst trying to keep this inning going. See if the Cowboys can get another run here. And that one catches the outside corner. Just on the edge there, and that'll even up the count. Bottom of the second inning. 8-5 in favor of the Hornets. Zitzo looks in, delivers, and that one's going to be high. And now the count is full. 2 outs. And Kazemius will be going here.
Zitzo missing high all of a sudden quite frequently. Generally your number one sign of fatigue, but he's only 31 pitches in.
Throwing hard, though. And that one was going to be away, and a chopper back to third, and that one bobbled by Syme. And Ernst keeping the inning going here.
Now batting, your catcher, number 22.
So that one kind of died in the grass, but Syme, a play that he could have made, just not able to come up with it. And Ernst will reach and keep the inning going.
And you were on it, Coach, and I could hear Heidemann yelling from the third base coach's box over there. Joey didn't take off on that pitch, so he's got to have those heads-up plays. I don't think that one would have changed anything.
Wouldn't have changed anything, but count full. 2 outs, you're going. So now Kazemius over at second, Ernst at first, and now Jackson Riggs will come up to the plate. And that one hit to second. Kind of died in the dirt, and easy play there for Bachman. Bachman throws over Jarzewski. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So the Cowboys get 1 back there, but leave 2. And now here at the bottom of the second, the Hornets lead the Cowboys 8-5 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back on Three Borders Sports Network right after this.
Breckenridge, 5.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Three Borders Sports Network, Brian Watson, Austin Imdeck, bringing you Breckenridge Cowboys baseball here live from Cowboy Field in Breckenridge. And the Cowboys trail the Frazee Hornets 8-5 as we go to the top of the third inning. And we'll see if Gavin Snyder can get things going. Had a decent inning started here in the top of the second, went 1-2, and then the Hornets were able to get one after that. And Gavin looking a little more relaxed out there, throwing some good pitches and trusting the defense to do their job as well.
Yeah, we saw him throw, I think it was 48 pitches through the first. He's sitting at 70 right now, so a little bit more efficient second inning. Let's see if he can keep becoming more and more efficient and let's try to put a goose egg up in the top of the third here.
So to start off here in the top of the third will be the right fielder, Max Rue, for the Hornets.
The right fielder, number 5,
And
Max Rue.
Max's first time at bat drew a walk and was able to score a run in the first inning. And that one delivered high.
Max is the 9-hitter in the lineup here, so he's generally going to want to go right at these guys.
And looked like Snyder tried to place that one instead of throwing it. And that one's outside, so 2-0 now to Rue.
Yeah, you can really see it in Gavin's mechanics when he short arms it, throws it from the ear kind of.
And that one down the middle.
And there he did a better job reaching back and striding out with that lead foot.
And that one foul. A little late on that one. That down the first base line.
It's crazy. You look at how minuscule of changes you can make in this game of baseball and even just pitching mechanics alone.
And the pitch down the middle there and the strike. And another strikeout for Gavin Snyder. That's the third strikeout here of the game.
And his second looking.
And the second one as they watch. So first out, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Zach Longforce, the left fielder for the Hornets. And that one hit up to second base. Konzemius will get under it, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Up next, your center fielder, number
So
1.
Snyder again trying to make quick work of it. Gets the first two batters. As Caden Frank will come to the plate, the center fielder for the Hornets. And now we'll see if the Cowboys can get themselves a 1-2-3 inning and keep a goose egg on the scoreboard for the Hornets this time.
There we
And
go.
Snyder just trying to go right after it, and that delivers a strike there.
He's really cruising right now, pitching well. Be really important for him to be able to get out of this inning, only throwing 10 to 15 pitches here.
That one inside and swing and a miss by Frank. So 0-2 now to Frank. And Snyder trying to make this a quick inning for the Cowboys. And a wasted pitch there, a throwaway. Trying to get Frank to chase there. 0-2.
Yeah, especially with the pitch count, too, you don't want to waste any pitches, and that one was just a little too far outside.
And another one that he tried to bloop in there, let go a little early, and now 2-2.
That was the spinner. Like you said, let go a little too early and just sat and spun.
And that one tails away outside now, full count.
Now Gavin's got to go right at him.
Snyder down the middle. There it is. Pulled hard down the first base line. That one gets past Alan Ernst and goes out in the right field. And Alex Sanchez will crowd in. And Frank will extend the inning for the Hornets. This is where the danger has come in for the Cowboys, where they've had themselves in the position to get out of an inning. And then they've allowed the inning to go on, and then they've given up a couple runs and really hurt them in the first inning when they gave up 7.
And, just that last at-bat, you have Frank down 0-2, and then there's just 3 non-competitive pitches right in a row, or he didn't even have to think to lay off any of those. Those are no-brainers. So, just making those little adjustments as we go here. Going to be important for the Cowboys.
Snyder will check Frank back at first base. Scott Syme at the plate, third baseman. Started the game at first base, moved over to third after a pitching change, and that one delivered a ball. So 1-0 the count. That one down the middle, died hard, and Syme went after it and misses. So 1-1 the count now. Runner Caden Frank over at first base. Cowboys trying to work themselves out of this inning without giving up a run. Snyder delivers a blooper. That one goes over the catcher's head, and Frank will go to second base. And now the count will go to 2-1. And there's one where you just feel like maybe just trying to get a little cute, trying to place it, and just lost control.
Yeah, again, it comes to those mechanics. You can just see it. You can see him not, throwing it as hard as he normally does, or whatever he's trying to do there. You can just see it in the mechanics. But that was a good one.
Catches the corner, and Syme can't believe it, and that'll be the third out of the inning.
He's got to put the sombrero on already after that one. That's his third one.
And that's the 4th strikeout for Snyder. And he gets himself out of the inning. And they get no runs, but they leave a runner. And they put the goose egg on the board for the Hornets. And a good inning there for the Cowboys. We'll be back right after this on the Farmers Union Insurance Scoreboard. The Frazee Hornets lead the Breckenridge Cowboys 8-5.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Out of the third inning, your right fielder, number 13, Alex Sanchez.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Austin Mindak, live from Cowboy Field as the Breckenridge Cowboys are taking on the visiting Frazee Hornets. And we are in the bottom of the third inning, and leading off here is Alex Sanchez, the right fielder for the Cowboys. And that pitch right down the middle by Derek Zitzo.
Sanchez still looking to get comfortable in the box. It takes a handful of at-bats to really start feeling yourself in there again.
And Alex had been out with injury and back in the lineup today. Just a couple games back in here in this season.
A kid who really loves the game, always around the ball field, parents always around and super involved.
Good swing there, and that one's fouled back. That'll take the count to 1-2. A good athlete, too. A good football player, a very good basketball player, and, of course, a good baseball player as well.
Springy. He's a springy athlete.
He's got hops. 3-sport athlete. You like to see that in a high school athlete.
You do.
That one swinging third strike, and he tries to make his way down the first and not able to make it in time.
Up next, your third baseman, number 15, Trey Vogelbacher.
So that'll be the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Trey Vogelbacher. And we'll see if Vogelbacher can get things going here. He flied out to the pitcher. And see if the Cowboys can get the bats going and get another run back. And that one right down the middle.
I'd like to see the Cowboys get aggressive again. You know, in that first inning, how did they get a lot of their hits? Well, they were attacking that first pitch, and now we've seen 2 first pitch strikes, and that one was pretty center cut, it looked like, from up here.
Yeah, Zitzo not messing around with that first pitch.
Not to harp on it too much, but that's where that pitch count comes in again. You know, it can be, you know, philosophies are different, but it really emphasizes being effective, and you want to be around the zone even more so with that pitch count.
Delivers that one high, and that'll take the count to 2-1 to Vogelbacher.
Especially in a spring like we've had, where we've had cancellations and reschedules and this and that, and you end up playing with double headers. You end up playing 5-6 games in a week.
And another one inside. Just want to be aggressive, like you said. Keep the Hornets back on their heels. And when they've done that, they've done a good job, and they've had a lot of production in that first inning. And a swing and a miss. That one outside. A good pitch there by Zitzo.
But it goes to the aggressiveness. I love that. It's a 3-1. You were looking for a pitch in your spot, and you know Trey was probably looking for that high outside pitch to drive to right center field. Just missed it. I love the aggressiveness, though.
And that one inside, and able to foul that one back, and just misses the grandstand here. Art Grokow, the announcer, was going to lay out for that one, just out of his reach, though. You know, to really reach, he says.
Extendo arm.
Full count, and Vogelbacher with the good at bat, and we know that Coach Imdek likes that one, as he'll go down to first base on the base on balls.
Well, it was a great 7-8 pitch at bat there again too, which is always great.
So the Cowboys here with the runner on now. Vogelbacher at first, and now Griffin Bussey, who came in the first inning, is up to bat here. Bussey is out in left field. Came in for Armitage. I missed that first pitch there. Is that
I believe it was a ball.
Okay. So Bussey 1-0 now. And Kale Olshak will go out and talk to Derek Zitzo. Make sure they're on the same page. Bottom of the third inning, Cowboys trail 8-5. 1 out, runner on. And now the count is 1-1 to Bussey.
I hear some hooting and hollering from deep beyond the trees in center field. We got the softball game, BW Storm playing in their playoff game over there. I'll try to give you as many updates as I can.
And that one down the first base line, but that's going to be out of play. The BW Storm having a good season of their own there on the girls' side. And to see if they can extend their season here at the section playoffs.
Yeah, it's always nice to host a playoff game. 4 versus 5 over there. They take on Fergus Falls.
That's always a tough game, and you certainly want to be at home for that one. That one right down the middle to Bussey, and Bussey will have to go have a seat. And that's the second out of the inning. And the second strikeout for Zitzo. And that'll bring up Cam Nito, the leadoff hitter for the Cowboys. And Nito 2 for 2 today. I'm sorry, 1 for 2. He's hit by a pitch. But has scored 2 runs today and took a big cut at that one.
He wanted to trot around the bases and watch that one for a while.
There's the pitch, that one. A little inside, able to make contact. The hit and run was on there. Vogelbacher took off. And now 0-2 to Nito.
Now he's got his work cut out for him, but if anybody can battle themselves out of an 0-2 hole, it's going to be Cam.
Please take the foul balls to the concession stand, or we are in need of those foul balls. Thank you.
And now let's see if Cam can work his way back here and keep this inning going. 0-2 the count. Vogelbacher on first. And that one misses. So 1-2 the count now. Gavin Snyder on deck. And Zitzo looks in and checks Vogelbacher back. And just able to get back and under the tag as the bases umpire Roy King calls him safe.
Caught him leaning there a little bit.
Yeah, he was leaning and able to work his way back. 1-2 the count to Cam Nito. And there Vogelbacher goes, and the throw by Oshak is a little wide, and now Vogelbacher were able to make his way over to third on the errant throw. So the Cowboys stay aggressive on the base pads. It pays off, and Vogelbacher will make his way all the way over to third on the throw that just got away from Oshak, just tailed away at the end, and Bachman not able to get in front of it and track it down.
And if I can try to play mind reader here as much as I can, in a situation like this, you got your best hitter at the plate, runner on first. He's down 0-2 in the count. You're going to steal him here. Just if Trey's thrown out at second, oh, whatever. Cam gets to start the next inning at leadoff. But now you got him in scoring position.
And a swing and a miss, and a great pitch there by Zitzo as he gets Nito to chase high. And that'll be the third out of the inning for the strikeout. And that's also the third strikeout for Zitzo there. And that ends the inning. And they leave one runner on and they don't get any. And now here, after 3 innings of play, it's Frazee 8, the Cowboys 5 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, brought to you by Kyle DeVries. We'll be back right after this.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Cowboy Field. Brian Watson, Austin Imdak, bringing you Heart of Lakes baseball here on a beautiful night in Breckenridge. And the Frazee Hornets lead the Breckenridge Cowboys 8-5 here as we go to the top of the 4th inning. And leading off for the Hornets is going to be the first baseman, Mark Jaroszewski. And that pitch catches the corner on the late call. And strike 1 to Jaroszewski. Snyder, that one comes back inside, and that'll even up the count.
I got my first update over there from the softball diamond. After 1 complete, the Storm are up 1-0 on Fergus Falls.
There you go. Get out ahead. The Storm having a good season. A couple of good pitchers over there.
A lot of varsity experience on that roster.
And that one hit the short into the gap there, picked up by the third baseman, Vogelbacher. Throw is a little bit wide, and Ernst comes up hobbling as he went after it. Able to corral the ball, but looks like he might have turned his ankle. And Jaroszewski goes over to second on the throw that got away. That went right into the gap between the shortstop and the third baseman. Vogelbacher came up with it. And Ernst is a little ginger over there on his ankle at first base.
And he's had some ankle injuries in the past. It's fairly concerning.
See if he can shake it off. The bench for the Cowboys has been thin. They do have some subs in the dugout. We'll see what happens here as Cale Oshak comes up to bat for the Hornets, catcher. As Jaroszewski is at second with a huge lead, and that ball is a strike.
Oshak's 2 for 2 on the day, so good to get ahead on him. Get him down in the count early on.
Oshak 2 for 2, scored 2 runs. And a good pitch there as that one tails away and Oshak chases and misses. 0-2 now to Oshak. Nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. Jaroszewski on second with a big lead. And Snyder right back up the middle. Big hop on the mound. And Kazemius able to come up with it and able to make the play, make the throw to first for the out. Nice play there by Joey Kazemius for the Cowboys to get the first out of the inning.
Very nice play. I don't know how the heck he got over there. He must have been playing up the middle to start. It almost bounced off the rubber of the mound, and it was right over second base. Excellent play from Joey Kazemius.
Got a good jump on it and able to keep his eye on it. That moves Jaroszewski over to third, though. And the Cowboys will have to work themselves out of a bit of a jam. That one delivered high to the pitcher, Derek Zitzo. And another one high in almost the same spot. The throwback down to third, and that gets away from Vogelbacher. And that's gonna score Jaroszewski. And another run for the Hornets. And a good try to get the throwback there as Jaroszewski was down the line. But the throw gets away from Vogelbacher, and that costs the Cowboys another run as now it's 9-5 in favor of the Hornets.
It's just such a tough play to make. I get it. It's so tempting to backpick that runner. Just everything has to go right. It's so hard to do in high school baseball.
And another one inside there, and that one comes back down the pipe. You got 2-1 over there or 3-1?
I think it's 2-1.
Okay, 2-1 to Zitzo. The pitcher, that one tails inside. Up 3-1 was the count, and that one will send Zitzo down the first base.
Now batting your shortstop, number 14, Gage Post.
So that'll bring up the shortstop, Gage Post. And Post has made his way. He's 2 for 2 for today and has scored a run. That one catches the corner. Nice pitch there by Snyder.
And that marks pitch 100 for Snyder. 40 balls, 60 strikes on the day for Snyder.
And the throwback to check Zitzo over at first, trying to keep him honest. One out here, top of the 4th. Frazee leads 9-5. 0-1 to Post. Snyder delivers high and outside, and that'll be the first ball. So 1-1 now. Snyder taking his time out there now. Post steps back in, and another one that's just outside. We've seen that one called a strike, but that one misses. So 2-1 now to Post.
They're flying through the innings over there in the softball diamond.
And that one gets away outside. A good throw there by Riggs, and the throw is made and the tag is made. As Colin Roberts able to come up with that ball, it was high and then able to get down for the tag for the second out of the inning. A nice throw by Jackson Riggs there.
Yeah, Riggs has got a good arm from behind the dish. We saw it in left field in the first inning there.
So
Nice.
they get Zitzel trying to steal. A great throw by Jackson Riggs. And that one goes over the head of Riggs, and Post will make his way down the first base. So after a great play, they give one back there.
Now batting your second baseman, number 3.
And Coach Heidemann will come out and relieve Snyder, who's done a good job on the mound. And I think it's just a matter of pitch count at this time. And this mound visit is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Located on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton, Carlson Family Insurance works for their customers, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. And we'll also be making a pitching change here. That gives us a call to the pen. Our call to the pen sponsor is OSPTI, your therapy clinic of choice, with locations in Fergus Falls, Hankinson, and, of course, right here in Breckenridge. And it looks like Dallin Ernst is going to come and take the ball and come in and relieve to try and finish out this game or get as many innings in as he can. So we'll take a quick break and we'll come back as we are in the middle of a pitching change, and we'll be right back here on Three Border Sports Network.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
We are back here on Three Border Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning. Cowboys and the Hornets. The Frazee Hornets lead 9-5, and the Cowboys make a pitching change as Dallin Ernst will come over from first base to take the mound, and Gavin Snyder will move to shortstop, and Colin Roberts will take over at first for Ernst. So, Coach, just a matter of pitch count, trying to save the arm of Gavin Snyder, who really has done a decent job today of pitching.
Yeah, his last 2 outings have been very, very nice. Did a good job today.
Second baseman, number 3.
Limiting the damage around the zone, other than a couple at-bats. He did a really, really, really good job being around the zone. Curveball is working well. Now Ernst gets to test that wobbly ankle a little bit here right off the bat. He's on the mound now.
So 2 out here in the top of the 4th. Gage Post at first base as he reached on a pass ball. So we'll see if Ernst can come in and clean up this inning. Hornets have scored 1 in the top of the 4th, scored 9-5, and that one gets by Riggs, and Post will make his way over to second and just take a peek at third, and he'll have to go back. So Post over to second, still 2 out, 1-0 the count to Bachman. Bachman, the second baseman for the Hornets. Reached in the first inning and scored a run in the first inning.
Right around the zone for Ernst there. See if he can just get that one a little bit finer.
Hit one back to the shortstop in the second inning. And that one finds the corner.
That was exactly it, just a little bit finer.
So Ernst makes his mark there. So big lead there for Post. Ernst checks and delivers. That one right down the middle, and that one hit over to Vogelbacher at third. He makes the long throw. Roberts makes the catch, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning for the Hornets. So after 3.5 innings of play, 9-5 in favor of the Cowboys, in favor of the Hornets, as the Hornets get 1 and leave 1 on base there. We'll be back on Three Border Sports Network right after this.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network in Cowboy Field as the Frazee Hornets are taking on Breckenridge Cowboys. The Hornets lead 9-5 as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. And the Cowboys are going to have to try and dig themselves out of a bit of a hole here halfway through. And Gavin Snyder will come to the plate as the Cowboys trail 9-5 here. And a strike there to Snyder.
Got the heart of the lineup here, 2-3-4 due up for the Cowboys. Let's see if they can make the most of it.
And Zitzel has done a good job coming in relief, throwing hard, and that one finds the dirt low and away. It's 1-1 now to Snyder.
Yeah, he's been fairly efficient, 55 pitches in his work today.
And that one misses low and away again. So 2-1 to Snyder. Gavin pitched a good game and came out in the last inning as Ernst came in relief, and now that goes to 3-1. Snyder moved over to shortstop, trying to help his cause here a little bit at the plate.
And Gavin, you're thinking one spot, one pitch.
And that one, a strike that finds the bottom of the zone, and now count is full.
And what I mean by that is you're looking for one location and one pitch type. So typically at the high school level, you're looking to seek a fastball. And whether you want it to be, all personal preference after that.
That one inside, and another good at bat by Snyder, and he makes his way down the first base.
Now batting your first baseman, number 11, Colin Roberts.
And that'll bring up the first baseman. Colin Roberts started the game at shortstop and moved over the first in the last inning as Ernst came in relief.
Really true utility player for the Cowboys.
And a swing and a miss there. Nice hard cut by Roberts. And Oshak checks Snyder back to first. Zitzel delivers. That one just misses outside. That'll even up the count. Zitzel looks in again. And that one finds the top of the zone. And now 1-2 to Roberts.
Same location as the first pitch for Colin. Took a swing and a whiff on. Laid off at that time, but called strike. See if he can battle with 2 strikes on him here.
Roberts had a double in the first inning. Struck out in the second. And there goes Snyder, and he's going to slide in there safe at second base. And Roberts will go down on the strikeout, but Snyder will move over to second.
Your second baseman, number 6, Joey Consemius.
At the 4th strikeout for Zitzel as he came in relief. Now Cowboys with Snyder at second and running in scoring position. And the second baseman, Joey Consemius, up to bat.
Joey's had a productive day at the plate. Officially 0 for 0 with 2 walks.
Scored a run in the first. Swing and a miss there. Zitzo checks second base. Now I'll look in and delivers. And that one finds the bottom right half of the zone, and count is 1-2. One out, runner on second. 9-5 in favor of the Hornets. That one up a little bit and gets Konzemius to chase. And another strikeout here. The second strikeout of the inning for Derek Zitzo. Second strikeout of the inning and fifth strikeout of the game for him after coming on in relief. That'll bring up Dallin Ernst, who is now pitching for the Cowboys. And that one low and away. Ernst had a base hit in the first inning, one that kind of sliced all down the right field line, and then reached on an error in the second inning. Scored a run in the first as well. So runner at second, 2 out, and 2-0 to Ernst.
A lot of room on that right side of the field. Second base is really hanging on tight.
And that one hit up the third and gets in the hole. And here comes Snyder. And able to make his way home. And Ernst will go over to second on the overthrow. And just take a peek at third and have to go back to second base. So Cowboys do a good job extending the inning there. A nice job of hitting by Dallin Ernst, who's done a good job at the plate today.
Now coming to the
Clutch
plate,
at
your
bat.
catcher, number 22, Jackson Riggs.
So the Cowboys get themselves another run and keep the inning alive, and that'll bring up Jackson Riggs to see if he can keep things going.
Riggs had a really hard hit single up the middle his first at bat. See if he can repeat.
So now 9-6 in favor of the Hornets. Now one fouled back and up, and Oshak trying to track it down. Zitzo comes over, and then just miscommunication between the two as it falls right between them. No one called the ball, and they both kind of looked at it and said, you take it, no, you take it. And that one falls to the ground and gives Riggs another chance at the plate.
Huge opportunity now for Riggs. Runner in scoring position already. See if he can make this one hurt.
So Ernst at second, 2 out. So Zitzo, after striking out the first 2 batters, now trying to work himself out of the inning and throws a nice strike there. So 1-1 to Riggs.
Update from the softball diamond. BW Storm after 3. They are up 2-0 over Fergus Falls.
So they get themselves another run and trying to hang on against Fergus Falls.
Oh, and Zitzo thought he had Riggs rung up on the third pitch, and he's making a lap around the mound. I've watched a lot of baseball. I can guarantee you that's not going to help you in the next couple pitches here.
I would say not. Not that we don't know from experience, but that one hit hard in the gap maybe, and that one, Caden Frank able to corral that one out in center field for the third out. So after 4 innings, the Cowboys trail the Hornets 9-6 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back after a short break right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Breckenridge High School, Cowboy Field. Frazee Hornets versus the Breckenridge Cowboys. We go to the top of the 5th inning. The Hornets lead the Cowboys 9-6. Brian Watson, Austin Imdeck, bringing you all the action here live from Cowboy Field on Three Borders Sports Network. And we appreciate you joining us on our YouTube page, or if you're watching on Red River Communications Channel 125, we appreciate you tuning in there. And it is our pleasure to bring you all the action here live from Cowboy Field. And we go to the top of the 5th, and we go to the bottom of the order for the Hornets. Max Rue, the right fielder, will lead off here in the top of the 5th for the Hornets. And Dallin Ernst, who came on in relief in the last inning, will toe the rubber here. So Ernst looks in, delivers, and now in low and away to Rue. And a first pitch ball.
Not a bad pitch from Ernst there. Right around. Again, see if he can get it a little finer here and clip a corner.
Rue reached on a base on balls in the first inning and struck out in his last at bat. Also scored a run in the first inning. So 2-0 now to Rue. Right back up the middle, just over the outstretched arms of the 6'6" Dallin Ernst. And that one just out of reach, and Rue will get his first base hit of the game. A nice hit there by Max Rue right up the middle.
And I don't care who you are. If you say that doesn't make you pucker up on the mound, then either you've never been there or you're lying to yourself, because it always catches you by surprise a little bit.
That one coming back hot, and Ernst trying to grab it, but just over his arm. That one catches the outside corner. Nice pitch there as we go back to the top of the order. This is Zach Longforce. And 0-1 now to Longforce.
It's a lot of the little things in the game of baseball. You get a little zipper back at the mound at you. You come back and fire a first pitch strike. Shows confidence.
So Rue at first. Rue goes, and that one will be fouled away by Longforce. So hit and run on, and Longforce not able to put it in play, and Rue will have to go back to first base.
We've seen a handful of hit and run attempts today in this ball game.
So 0-2 now to Longforce. Nobody out, top of the 5th. 9-5 in favor of Frazee. Ernst steps off the rubber, and Rue goes back to first. Didn't have much of a lead, but Ernst will make him go back. Just a short lead at first for Rue, and that one fouled back.
Just got a piece of that one.
So still 0-2 to Longforce. Ernst trying to get the first out of the inning here. Ahead to the top of the order. And Rue goes again, and that one gets past Riggs, and Rue will be able to stand up on second easy. So Rue over, and still 0-2 to Zach Longforce. 1-2, sorry. 1-2 now to Zach Longforce. Longforce is a left fielder for the Hornets. A lot to keep track of here.
There is a lot of numbers.
And that one fouled back and stays in the glove of Riggs. So that will be the first out of the inning.
We're both doing book. We're both trying to talk. We're both trying to watch the action.
I'm looking down. I'm missing plays here and there. I know that's the first out. So here we go.
Produce the whole works too. You're clicking on the computer on top of it all too. You got the hardest job.
I'm trying. As Rue kind of scrambles back as Ernst looks him back to second. Caden Frank at the plate center field for the Hornets. Ernst going back and forth. Will deliver. And Frank with a good drive into the gap there. Sanchez trying to come in, and Kazemius going back as well. And Kazemius came down with it. Did he hold it all the way to the ground? I don't think so. Ooh. And the throw came in from Sanchez. And Rue will score. I don't think Kazemius hung on to that ball. And Frank is standing on second.
Up next, your third baseman,
so a tough play out in the shallow right field that I thought Sanchez might be able to get in and make, and Kazemius was going back just over his head, backpedaling. As the ball went past his head, he fell down and fell in between he and Sanchez, and the Hornets get themselves another run.
You know, and Nito came up with the ball, but he didn't have a cutoff. He didn't really know where to go with it. So, and they sent the runner, and the throw was just a little late. Bang, bang play at home.
So now 10-6 in favor of the Hornets. And you just feel like the Cowboys are just kind of right there. It's just a little miscue here and there that allows Frazee to stay ahead. They gave up 7 in the first inning and really have played some decent baseball. Snyder did a good job after that first inning. And Frazee just keeping it out of reach here now, 10-6 in the top of the fifth.
You know, and I'm calling that runner out at home just on precedent that last play, because you slide into home plate. It can be a dangerous play.
Right.
And it was bang bang. All the youngsters out there watching, slide. Mom will wash that jersey for you later on.
You want to get that jersey dirty. You want to make it look played in, lived in. What do you got for count over there, Coach?
I believe it's 2-1, 3-0. 3-0.
So 3-0 to Scott Syme.
I believe it was Derek Jeter. Maybe it was Cal Ripken. I can't remember off the top of my head now. You always used to say, if my jersey isn't dirty at the end of 9 innings, I probably didn't help my team win.
There you go. Got to show some effort on that jersey.
That's right.
So Syme will make his way down to first base on the base on balls, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Mark Jaruzelski, who started the game as the pitcher for the Hornets. So Jaruzelski fouls that one off. A little early.
Ahead of that pitch.
A little early there. 0-1 now to Jaruzelski.
Going back to Jeter, he was a superstitious player. When they'd lose, he refused to wash his game jersey. At the major league level, you don't see that very often.
And it really looks lived in. Probably smells lived in, too.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
And a nice drive there by Jaruzelski in the shallow left. And Griffin Bussey able to come in and get that one. I thought that one might drop, and Bussey able to get underneath it, showing good speed there.
And off the bat, I thought he was really going to give that one a ride, but that little bit of breeze coming in from, I think we'll call it center field, really hanging those balls up today.
So that'll be the second out of the inning. I felt like that was just going to be a little deeper than what it was, and Bussey played it perfect. Sometimes you'll see one like that kind of gets up in the air that you expect to go back, and then you see him get on his horse and really chase after it. But he just was able to jog in underneath that one and make the play.
Yeah, I thought he was certainly going to have to run back on that ball, and he had to run in on it. Good thing I'm not out there today.
So this now, Oshak at the plate. That one gets away from Riggs a little bit, and the runners will move over. So now Frank at third and Syme at second. Cale Oshak at the plate. Two out. Top of 5. That one high. So 3-0 here to Oshak. That one outside, and Oshak will take his base, and that will fill the bases for the Hornets here in the top of the 5th. So 2 outs. Hornets trying to do some damage here. Bases loaded. And the pitcher will come up to help himself, Derek Zitzo. And get a courtesy runner for Oshak again. George Flynn will go over and take first base, and Oshak will come back into the dugout and get his gear back on.
After 4 complete over there for the BW Storm, they still hang on to the lead 2-0.
That one popped up down the line to third base, and Vogelbacher will come over and make the catch, and the Cowboys will get themselves out of the inning, only giving up 1 run. So
1 run, 2 hits, and 2 left on base. Your score after 4.5 innings. Frazee 10, Breckenridge 6.
So that'll make the score 10-6 in favor of the Hornets. And we'll be back on Three Borders Sports Network right after this.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Austin Indak, bringing you all the action here live from Cowboy Field. The Frazee Hornets lead the Breckenridge Cowboys 10-6 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. This game has taken its time going by, that's for sure. And the Cowboys kind of try and stay right there in reach, but the Hornets are able to just get 1 run here, 1 run there after getting 7 in the first inning. Cowboys came back and got 4 of their own in the first inning. And you thought maybe they'd just kind of be able to kind of creep their way back in it, but Frazee doing a good job of just getting those extra runs here and there, extending the innings, and able to hold that lead and now stretch it to a 4-run lead. And Zitzo, who's come on in relief, has done a good job on the mound, throwing hard for the Hornets.
That was pitch number 75 for Zitzo. You know, after that 3rd inning, after Breck finally got them to put up a goose egg, he thought, all right, here's our chance. But then Frazee answers with a goose egg of their own. And they've kind of just matched scores back and forth after this. So let's see if Breckenridge can take advantage, chip away here in the bottom of the 5th, and try to shorten this lead Frazee has.
Alex Sanchez at the plate, looks at a strike there. That count is 2-1. Sanchez, the right fielder for the Cowboys. That one fouled back. Good thing I moved my car today.
Didn't forget this time.
No, I didn't forget. I was here early enough, we'll say, and able them to move. So Sanchez reached on a walk in the first inning. Stranded on base. That one high, good eye there.
Yeah, those are the tough ones to lay off. I'd rather see a curveball down in the dirt than that high fastball. Your eyes light up. You want to crush it.
Full count now to Sanchez. Another fastball down the middle. Now one foul back. Just trying to find that contact point. Get a good bat on it.
And again, for people just joining us, Sanchez returning from injury today. Just his 3rd at-bat.
That one. Another base on balls for Alex. And he'll make his way down to first base. Good at bat there. And let's see if the Cowboys can do something with the runner on. So that'll bring up Trey Vogelbacher, third baseman, just ended the inning for the Hornets. Trey had a walk his last time at bat and was stranded at third.
We may see the fatigue starting to set in here for Zitzo. He's starting to miss high.
You know, he had been coming out throwing strong, first pitch strike right down the middle, and now last couple batters here missing early as he forces Sanchez to get back at first. Sanchez under that tag, gets his uniform dirty. That one inside, but called a strike. As Vogelbacher had to just kind of lean back and let that one go in, and that one broke over the plate, and count now goes to 1-1.
That's why you get 3 of them
Zitzo
in
over to
this game.
first, Sanchez able to get back. Sorry, Coach.
Oh, sorry about that, Brian. That's why you get 3 of them in this game. Got the human element still involved, as it should be. See minor league baseball starting to experiment with robot umpires.
They're still going to be wrong at some point in somebody's eyes.
That's right.
You got replay, and no one agrees with every single replay that happens. And I don't know. I mean, as a coach, I know the officials do a very good job. I never argue with an official.
No,
right,
never.
Coach?
Uh-huh. I mean, neither of us do.
Art's laughing over there. As that ball goes down the third baseline.
Got to keep it interesting for everybody, too, right?
Well, yeah, we want to make them earn their money,
Yeah.
you know. So, and Sanchez will take off and try and steal second, and he will. And able to get the stolen base. So Sanchez goes over, and the count will be 2-2 to Vogelbacher.
I was talking to a couple of the local umpires we have here in Breckenridge, Wahpeton just the other day. I ran into them at lunch. And they say, oh, if we make a call, you let us know about it if we're wrong. And I said, oh, you know, sometimes. And he said, well, if your players would just play a little bit better, then we won't be in that situation, either of us. I said, you know what? I'm going to tell my players that next time. You know, if they just a little bit better, then we don't have to argue any of those plays.
Always comes back to coaching, right?
Yep.
Always comes back to us.
That's right.
So 3-2 now to Vogelbacher. And they'll check Sanchez back to second.
You do not need to throw that ball when you come off the mound to second or third. If you make a move to first, you do need to throw it.
And that one's going to be popped straight up, and Zitzo will get under it, and that'll be the first out of the inning as Vogelbacher will go down.
Up next, your left fielder, number 4, Griffin Bussey.
And that'll bring up Griffin Bussey, who is out in left field for the Cowboys. Came in early in this game after not starting and has done a good job out there as he's been able to corral a few balls for the Cowboys. So Zitzo brings home, and that's a strike on the outside corner there.
You know, an 0 for 2 in the book today for Bussey, but he's had 2 really good at-bats, work to count. That's just the name of the game. You know, if he gets a hit here, he's 1 for 3, and that's a heck of a day.
That one inside. Bussey has to move back. So 1-1 now. Sanchez still at second for the Cowboys. Bottom of the 5th inning, 10-6 in favor of the Hornets. Cowboys just not able to get back in it. The Hornets done a good job of stretching out that lead and holding that lead, as that one finds the outside edge. So 1-2 now to Bussey. 1 out. Zitzo looks in. Delivers. And Bussey will foul that one off just a little late. That one inside on the hands, and that one goes out in the parking lot. Able to fight that one off and get it out of play and keep himself alive here. So 1-2 account. Live to fight another day. And now on a little blooper, and that's going to just not make it over the second baseman's head, as Bachman will be able to go back and make the play there. So a good jump on it, and just not enough on it to make it out into right field. And that's going to bring up Cam Neto for the Cowboys.
You know, and you don't get the results you want there. Nobody ever wants to pop out to second base. I get that. But that's another good at-bat from Bussy. You know, he fouled off a few pitches, getting down in the count 1-2 early on, and, you know, battled and at least put the ball in play.
Yeah, Bachman ready for that one. Just had a good jump on it. Thought maybe it might drop, but good play by Bachman to get the out. So Sanchez with a good lead at second. Zitzo will check him back. Had a big lead there, and they're trying to keep him honest.
I was just going to say the same thing. Sanchez is not worried about getting picked off there at second base. He's getting every inch.
So Sanchez, again, a big lead. Comes home to Neto. That one's going to be inside.
But I can play a role. I can get in the pitcher's head, too. That might be part of what he's doing here, playing a little mind game.
Keep him thinking there. Bachman playing just behind second base, shading that side. Now one's going to be hit out back to Bachman at second base, and that'll be the third out of the inning. So Bachman gets 2 of those outs to get the Hornets out of the inning. And the Cowboys strand 1 and don't score a run after 5 innings of play. It's 10-6 in favor of the Frazee Hornets. We'll be back on Three Borders Sports Network right after this.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities, which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years. Join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
We are back here at Cowboy Field. Brian Watson, Austin Mendeck on Three Borders Sports Network. And we move to the top of the 6th inning as the Hornets lead the Cowboys 10-6. And Dallin Ernst, who came on in relief, will continue to pitch for the Cowboys. And we'll see if the Cowboys can hold the Hornets, who have been getting just, 1 run here, 1 run there, and able to extend that lead. Let's see if they can hold them scoreless and get back to business in the bottom half of the inning.
Let's see if some Cowboy alumni can give the boys out in the field a little luck now. We see Cooper Yagi and Jared Ammel, 2 solid players. Cowboys' recent past. Chris Neto, brother of Cam, also in attendance here today.
See if they can bring some of that Cowboy mojo and get things going. So this is Gage Post at the plate, shortstop lefty for the Hornets, as Ernst delivered the first pitch just inside. And swing and miss there. And 1-1 the count now. So Post has been productive, 3 for 3 today. And that one hit down the right field line, and that's just going to reach foul.
Not by much.
That one just outside the line. Post scored a run in the first inning as well. So 1-2 now to Post. It's a strike in the book, right, Coach?
That's right. I was just going to say, you know what the common saying is, right? Just a long strike.
A long strike. Looked good, though.
Yep, that's right.
So Post steps in again. Ernst ready to deliver. 1-2. And that one tails outside. So 2-2 now to Post. Ernst again. And just off the end of the bat and past Riggs.
Just got a piece of that one.
So 2-2 still. Just caught the edge there. In the same spot, and that's going to be a strike, as Post will look at that one, and Ernst will get his first strikeout of the game.
Coming up next, your second baseman, number 3, Wiley.
It'll be the first down of the inning, and that will bring up Wiley Bachman, the second baseman for the Hornets. We probably should say hello to Mr. Joe Schreiner, who's out there in the tractor, normally in my seat. I'm normally in your seat, and he's out there planting
usually
corn.
on the couch watching you guys.
Yeah. You could be out planting corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to drive that tractor, I can tell you that right now. So
I was out in the tractor last night doing some digging.
There you go.
For some local farmers here. And we were giving Joe a hard time last time. Shout out to all the farmers out there feeding the world. Thank you very much for what you do.
He says it's hard work. I have to believe him. So.
Well, Joe's an honest guy. He's never told a lie.
Honest Joe. He needs a beard. That one inside. I believe the count's 2-0. We'll see. What do you have over there, Coach?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, sounds good. So Ernst again. That one just outside. 3-0 to Bachman.
Yep, you are correct.
Sorry, 3-1 to Bachman is the umpire signals.
Oh, threw up that strike a little later, huh?
And that one in the dirt. And Bachman will make his way down the first base with the base on balls.
Up next, your right
So after
fielder,
getting a
number 5,
strikeout,
Max
Ernst gives up the walk, and that'll bring up the bottom of the order, Max Rue, the right fielder, who reached and scored his last time at bat in the last inning.
You know what we haven't seen a ton of this season is the double play ball.
You are correct.
Let's see if we can put that into existence and speak it into existence here. Let's see a little. I'm going to go 4-6-3 double play.
There we go. Classic. Let's see if the announcer jinx can be reversed here. Showed bunt there and the throwback, and now they've got him in a pickle, and the throw to second, and it's just going to get by Konzemius. And Bachman will stay at second. On the throwback, he's able to get over there.
Those are a tough play for a catcher. You know, you snap it down to first. Do you throw it to second? Do you run at him? Those are tough plays.
That one outside. Ernst looks at second, throws home. That one back up to Konzemius at second.
There
He'll
it was,
throw over
Brian.
to first, and that would have been your double play. As Bachman will make his way over. You called that one. The runners didn't cooperate with you.
No.
So that's the second out of the inning. That does move Bachman over to third. 2 outs now. Top of the 6th inning. Hornets lead 10-6 over the Cowboys. Dallin Ernst on the mound. And we're back at the top of the order for Zach Longforce.
Nice back pick from Riggs behind the dish there. Keep that runner at third. You know, anything more than 3-4 runs, it starts to get difficult. So it's important this runner stays at third for the Cowboys.
Yeah, just trying to avoid that, you know, like we said, where the Hornets have been able to get 1 run here, 1 run there. You're trying to keep them at the goose egg here in this inning. You need to hold it at 4 runs. So Ernst stepped off the rubber. And now back on. Delivers. That looked like a good pitch and just outside the zone, just missed there.
Heard some hooting and hollering from the softball diamond again. I can see, my eyes aren't what they used to be, but I can see it's 3-0 over there.
You can see that from here?
Yep, 3-0.
What's wrong with you?
I got these spectacles on now.
Yeah, you sure those aren't binoculars?
Yeah, those are my eagle eyes.
Yeah, that's what they are. Because I can't see that. I can barely see the scoreboard that's not on here. So Bachman down at third and on the swinging strike, and that will be the third out of the inning for Longforce.
Good job getting out of that inning, keeping that runner at third base there for the Cowboys.
For the Hornets in the top of the sixth inning, no runs, no hits, and one man left on base.
So no runs, no hits, and they leave one. So still the score 10-6 after 6.5 innings of play. We'll be back on Three Border Sports Network right after this.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
Since the inception of Vaderstadt, the spirit of innovation has led the company. We push the limits, providing innovative and reliable seeding and tillage solutions that simplify everyday life for farmers. We continue to reimagine the capabilities and technology behind farm machinery, providing customers with a perfect emergence while maximizing their yields. We look forward to growing together.
Welcome back to Three Border Sports Network. Brian Watson, Austin Mimdeck here at Cowboy Field. Heart of Lakes baseball. Breckenridge Cowboys versus the Frazee Hornets. And we are going to the bottom of the sixth inning. And the Hornets lead the Cowboys 10-6. And it looks like we have a pitching change for the Hornets.
It kept Zitzo just under 100. He had 94 by my count, unofficially.
And it looks like Zach Longforce is going to come in to pitch.
Defensively for the Hornets, now pitching, number 6, Zach Longforce.
And
moving back to shortstop, number 10, Derek Zitzo.
And Zitzo will go to short, we believe. Where did Post go?
Well, I think Post might have went out to left field.
So, and Post will move out to left field. That makes sense.
Leading off for the Cowboys.
So Gage Post will now go to left field, and Derek Zitzo will move to shortstop. And it'll be Gavin Snyder at the plate for the Cowboys. Cowboys running out of innings here. Going to have to get something going here in their last two at-bats. And Longforce delivers. First pitch ball. Sorry, second pitch. We got a lot of stuff going on over here. And a swing and a miss there by Snyder. And now 2-1. Now when inside, Snyder has to step back. So 3-1 now. And Snyder will make his way down the first base, on the base on balls.
Good leadoff at bat from Gavin Snyder there.
That's 2 walks in a row for Gavin. Let's see if he can turn it into a run as he did his last time at bat back in the 4th inning. And this will bring up Colin Roberts.
Colin's 1 for 3 on the day with that RBI double in the first inning.
That one dives into the dirt, swing and a miss. Snyder now playing shortstop for the Cowboys. After pitching, that ball falls out of the glove of Oshak And Gavin makes his way over to second base, so Snyder will move over to second, as Olshock wasn't able to come up with the pitch. One and one now here to Colin Roberts. And that ball going to get over the shortstop's head. And Snyder going to turn and look at home. And he's going to stay at third. So a good base hit there by Colin Roberts. He'll move over to first base. And Gavin Snyder will make his way to third as he rounded the corner and not able to go home. So nobody out here, runners at the corners, and the second baseman for the Cowboys, Joey Kenzemius, up to bat.
And that base knock was almost a photocopy of his first hit in the first inning. Just a little ball kind of slicing away from the shortstop above his head. Not able to get to it.
Just a solid piece of hitting there by Colin Roberts as they check him back at first base. So long fours keeping Roberts honest over there at first. And Kenzemius steps in. He'll check him back one more time as long four steps off.
I think the Storm scored another run. I think it's 4-0.
Yeah.
And again, they check Colin back.
Now, I'm confused. I must be getting used to amateur baseball rules. That is illegal in a lot of levels of baseball to fake that pickoff move. Third to first used to be a really popular move. They outlawed it, but in Minnesota high school, must be okay to do.
I'm going to take your word for it.
It's the second time we've seen that move today.
They're right back up to long force. He'll go to second, and they'll try to make the play at first, and he digs it out of the dirt to get the double play. And a nice play over there by Jarzewski to dig that one out of the dirt on the throw from Bachman to get the double play. So they get two there. On the double play, and this will be Dallin Ernst at the plate for the Cowboys. And a swinging first pitch strike. All right, what did you get for count there now? Sorry, Coach.
I might have missed one. I got 1-0.
And another swing and a miss.
And 1-2 was the count.
Yep. Dallin has reached base all of his three at-bats here today. And a nice shot out to right field. His first at-bat reached in an error. And then able to drive one in his last at-bat. So Dallin trying to stay 1,000, as they say, and he misses that one for the strikeout. So long four is getting his strikeout there, and that'll end the inning.
For the Cowboys in the bottom of the sixth inning.
So the Cowboys get nothing there. They strand one. So now after 6 innings of play, the score is 10-6 in favor of the Frazee Hornets. We'll be back right after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connect.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Welcome back to Cowboy Field. And the Frazee Hornets lead the Breckenridge Cowboys 10-6 as we move to the top of the 7th inning. And it looks like over at the softball field, the BW Storm have themselves a 4-0 lead as they go to the 6th inning over at the softball field. So BW Storm rolling right along right now.
They've been playing some good softball as of late.
So we go to the top of the 7th here. And coming up to bat here for the Hornets will be the center fielder, Caden Frank. So the Cowboys will definitely have to do some work here on defense and then get busy at the plate if they expect to come away with a win here.
They got 2, 3, 4 to deal with here in the top of the 7th.
So certainly not some easy work that needs to be done.
Frank 2 for 4 in the day, reached on an error, struck out swinging, has 2 singles registered in the book.
And that one high, and that'll be ball 2. So pitch and catch, put the ball in play, let your defense do some work, see if you can get yourself out of the inning.
Simple game.
Easy on paper. That one hit hard, just fouled down the first baseline.
Good hustle from the first base coach there, running after that one.
Stretching it out there.
Yeah.
I might pull something if I tried that. So Frank, lefty here. Swing and a miss, not happy with that one.
After the last 2.5 hours in this box, I think I'm ready to go for a jog myself.
Yeah, I need to stretch out a little bit, that's for sure. You don't have to turn the heat on yet, so I'm happy about that.
That's right.
That one hit back to short, and Gavin Snyder able to get that one. Nice play right in front of him, reaches across, and he able to catch that ball for the first out of the inning. So Frank will go down for the first out.
Got me a little nervous there. Snyder was a little flat-footed coming off the bat, but he was able to make the play.
Able to change direction there and reach back across his body and make the play. And a swing and a miss there by Scott Syme.
I'm 0 for 3 on the day with a walk.
He has struck out 3 times here.
Wearing the sombrero, as they say.
Swing and a miss, that one high. So 2 strikes now to Syme.
And if I'm Ernst, I'm going right back to that. I'm giving him everything I got, rear and back, 100% throttle. And I think he probably tried to do that, but he only threw it 52 feet.
Yeah, he tried to throw that one hard, and that one got away from it, ends up in the dirt short. And Syme doesn't have to make a decision.
And the right thought process, though. Or at least, well, maybe not right, but the same as me.
You're on the same page. You sure you're not giving signals here? He can see you.
Yeah, no, not yet.
That one back inside and right back down the first base. And an easy play there for Colin Roberts.
Now coming to the plate, your first baseman, number 11, Mark Jaroszewski.
So 2 outs now. So Cowboys doing their part so far to try and get out of this inning. And now Jaroszewski up the bat. Started the game as the pitcher for the Hornets. Moved over to first base. Trying to keep things going for the Hornets here in the top of the 7th inning.
Jaroszewski's 0 for 3 on the day with a walk, a fly out. He reached in an error as well.
And that error turned into a run. That one away and outside. Low and outside. Ball 2.
After 6 complete over at the softball diamond for the BW Storm, they extend their lead 6-0. My sources tell me that Abby Bronson hit a home run.
Abby Bronson, the Lady Husky basketball player with the home run.
She has got some pop in that swing. I know that from last year. She was a high 300s hitter for me last year for us.
So BW Storm trying to make some noise in the section playoffs, trying to get a win over Fergus Falls. That one inside and pulled down the line, and that'll be foul. Full count, Coach? Or 2-2?
It might be 2-2.
Ernst to Jaroszewski, that one high. And now 3-2, the count's full. Trying to get out of this inning. We've seen where the Cowboys have allowed the Hornets to extend innings when they've had opportunities, and it's turned into runs, and that one right down the middle and off the mask of Riggs.
That reflected off hard. I'm glad everyone's okay. That could have been.
That came off quick and just off the right side of the mask. Riggs wearing that hockey mask, and it does its job there. Jaroszewski will step back in, count full. Cowboys trying to get out of the inning here and see if they can get some runs in the bottom half of the 7th. That just a nice off-speed pitch there by Ernst to get the strikeout.
For the Hornets in the top of the 7th inning, no runs, no hits, and no one.
So the Hornets go down 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and they don't leave anybody on. Now the Cowboys will have to see if they can get some work done here in the bottom of the 7th inning when we come back right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Red River Human Services Foundation provides services to people with disabilities which enhances their quality of lives and enable them to live, work, and develop relationships in their communities. Red River Human Services Foundation has multiple direct support professional positions available in their Wahpeton, Fargo, and West Fargo locations. Job opportunities include flexible scheduling, competitive wages, on-site paid training, and life experience. Voted #1 place to work for the past 5 years, join their team and apply online at www.rrhsf.org. Red River Human Services Foundation supports all local area sports activities and wishes everyone the best of luck.
The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Austin Imdek here at Cowboy Field. And now the Breckenridge Cowboys find themselves in the bottom of the 7th inning, down 4 runs, 10-6 here, and they'll need to try and get things done if they want to come out with a win here against the Frazee Hornets. Jackson Riggs at the plate, and he fouls that one off. And it sounds like the BW Storm have finished their section game over there and come away with the win 6-0 over Fergus Falls. So congratulations to the BW Storm for winning their section playoff game. Storm making noise in the playoffs. Got to like that.
Absolutely.
And Riggs will foul another one off. Of course, the BW.
That one.
Of course, the BW Storm co-op, Wahpeton Breckenridge girls softball, and they have had a very successful season.
And you know it's
that one chopped back to third.
Tough play.
His post comes in and not able to make the throw in time. Just a slow roller back to third, and Riggs showing the speed, able to beat that one out.
Up next, your right fielder, number 13, Alex Sanchez.
We'll credit that one to Chad for leaving the grass a little bit long. Slow that ball up. And Alex Sanchez will come to the plate. The ball there.
Got to give credit where credit is due, right?
Right. It's a team game. And a strike there and a throwback as Riggs kind of jogged back to first base and able to just catch the eye and get back in time. 1-1 now to Sanchez. Long four is on the inside corner there. Nice pitch. And that'll go 1-2 now to Sanchez. Long fours came in relief in the last inning and has done a good job. Sanchez with a drive out to right field. That's going to bounce in front of Rue. And Riggs will try and make his way over to third, and he does. So a good hit there by Alex Sanchez out to right field. Advances the runner all the way. All right, I think we lost our stream there, but I think we're back now. And there were 2 strikeouts there, and that was Cam Nito at the plate who sends that one out in the left field. And 2 more runs will score for the Cowboys. So Jackson Riggs will score, Alex Sanchez will score from second, and Cam Nito will be standing on first with a base hit, a 2 RBI base hit. We apologize for that. We lost our stream for a second there. And hopefully we're back on.
More of what Cam Nito does right there. Big hit for Cam.
And that one hit to short, and Cam is going to be out on the play there. And a good job by Derek Zitzo to get the final out of the game on the hit by Schneider. So that'll be the third and final out, and that will end the game. And the Cowboys get 2 more runs there, but that's not going to be enough. So that'll make the final score 10-8 in favor of the Frazee Hornets. And we will take a quick break, and we'll be back with a post-game show right after this.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefit package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry-level starting wage in the factory is $19.73 per hour. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Denise at 701-671-1338.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. Breckenridge High School, Brian Watson, Austin Imdeck, Cowboy baseball. And in the first game of the doubleheader tonight, the Frazee Hornets take the Breckenridge Cowboys 10-8. And Coach, if you just look at the first inning, if you could throw out the first inning, it's a totally different baseball game.
Yeah, I mean, 7 of their 10 runs come in that first inning, and walks, an error or 2, a couple pass balls, just a lot of things that went wrong there. And that's why I got to mentally prepare for this sport. Things can happen quickly, and they did, and it was just too bad that's the way that it shook out for Breckenridge. But, hey, give them credit. They stuck in there. They battled. They, come back and lose 8-10. And they actually out-hit them. They out-hit Frazee by 1. So some good things, but those 4 errors on the scoreboard, they're going to hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, they give up 7 in the first, and then after that they only give up 3, but they put 8 on the board. So if you look at it that way, they're certainly capable of putting the runs up and playing the defense that you need to play. And, we saw the game against Holly where they didn't have a lot of errors, but they had some pass balls, things like that, and that extended some innings and gave up some runs. And really, again, if you can just take care of business in that first inning, you find yourself probably come out with the win here.
Yeah, and I believe they only had 2 hits in that first inning. So they scored 7 runs on only 2 hits.
Right.
And then they scattered 6 the rest of the game. So, I mean, it's just too bad. Things to learn from again. But, again, you're getting to the point of the season where you're hoping they've learned these things, and now it's time to take care of business. And let's see if they can do that in Game 2.
Yeah, you're listening to the post-game show. Our post-game show is brought to you by Mindeck Farmers Cooperative, offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for full-time employment. You can check out their website at www.mdf.coop. Mindeck Cooperative. We appreciate their sponsorship. And Gavin Snyder did a good job on the mound after that first inning for the Cowboys, and had to come out of the game, not necessarily because of the way that he was pitching, just because of a pitch count issue. I mean, he really, if you, again, throw away that first inning, he saves a lot of pitches after that. He had some innings that were quick work, and he's done a nice job on the mound, did a nice job against Holly, and really had a decent outing tonight. And he'll just have to build on that as they go on here throughout the season.
Yeah, when you throw 50 pitches in that first inning, it's that brings that count up rather quickly, and tough to battle back from that. But he did a good job, threw 104 pitches, had a good strike-to-ball ratio for the most part. And, Dallin did a good job coming in relief, too, through 63 pitches.
Yeah, he did.
Again, scattered a couple base hits around and gave up 2 runs. Solid outing from Dallin Ernst after we thought maybe he was going to go down with a little ankle injury there. He was gimping around for a little bit after rolling an ankle after chasing a errant throw. So it was good to see him come back healthy and pitch well.
So now the Cowboys will have to see if they can regroup here in game number 2. We'll have that coming up shortly. We're going to take a short break here. And the link to game number 2 is out on Facebook, and it is also on our webpage at threebordersportsnetwork.com. So in the first game, the Breckenridge Cowboys fall to Frazee Hornets 10-8. Frazee on 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 on base for the 10 runs, and Breckenridge for 8 runs. They had 9 hits and 4 errors and left 9 on base as well, and they fall 10-8 to the Frazee Hornets. That's going to do it for us in game number 1 and our post-game show. Again, the post-game show is brought to you by Mindeck Farmers Cooperative right here in Wapaton. So game number 2 will be coming up. We hope you tune in. Both links are on Facebook and also on our webpage, and we'll see you in just a short bit.